Oh, yeah, yeah, sure. First 3 seconds and I'm burping up in the microphone. Now it seems Restream updated recently, so hopefully it also means they fixed that weird pixelating thing going on. Oh, I should probably... We're doing the usual. We're waiting on everybody to be connected. Oh, that was fast. Oh, Twitch is having a hiccup. Okay. Okay. You do you, boo. Just gonna go and get... Boom, boom. Oh, come on, Twitch. Usually you work super well. Why are you struggling? And now it's not struggling anymore. Alright, super. I'm not gonna complain. I wrote the script for the comic I'm gonna draw today like an hour ago. Because I was out of ideas. Oh, there's the pixelation. There is literally nothing I can do about that. Because I know it's not Streamlab. And I know it's not my connection. Because when I'm on Zoom, there is never a pixelation issue. So I have no idea what's going on. And I keep changing my keyframes and stuff like that to accommodate Restream, but nothing seems to work. And that's a pain in my ass. We are starting in 2 minutes. I'm probably gonna burp because I barely ate. I'm not hungry. So I had a little bowl of pre-made popcorn in lieu of lunch. It's Valentine's Day today and I got some socks. Not even any chocolate, just socks. So I'm gonna steal some of Mom's chocolate later. Alright, let's see. My chat room is full of welcome to the chat room! We've got fun and games! One more minute. I think Restream changed the font on their main page, because I don't remember the writing being this clear before. I'm just gonna move this here so I can have access to my script. And you guys don't need to see my 3 million tabs open on 3 million art stores looking at comparing prices on different art supplies. There we go. And because it's Valentine's Day, I put up some decorations. I don't care that they're in the way. It's only for today. And of course, now we can start the music. Whoops. Okay, that's not the music. Since when? That's new. Since when does my play button work on my YouTube? Let's try this again. No? Okay, that's new. No, seriously, since when does my play button work on YouTube? Because when I'm working, usually I listen to either music on YouTube or horror movie reviews. And that's what I was listening to before I started streaming. And before, my play button did not work with YouTube. Now it just works with YouTube. What the hell? What's going on? I hope I remember that when I turn the music off later. Or else it's gonna get even more awkward. Let's post the rules because they're super important, because I do not have the patience today. I do not have the spoons. I do have the sneezies. Hang on. Gonna mute the sound real quick. I mean, it's not a Shiro stream if there's not something horribly wrong happening. And today's horribly wrong happening had to be the sound. So usually it's bots asking me to buy followers. And I'll say the same thing I say every time. Do not follow these bots. Do not buy followers. It is a scam. You won't only lose your money, but you'll lose your account. And if you're watching this right now, say hi in the chat. I need people to talk to me, or else I'll stop focusing. Where's my script again? Like, I literally wrote this script an hour ago, so... Okay. was a while ago, so I still had the long hair. The long hair of trauma. Usually with text, I like to keep a normal version, because if I want to make it wavy and stuff like that, I have to rasterize it. Because clip is not there yet with text. It added some editing versions, but it's not quite there still for what I want to do with it. Ah, there we go. Keep getting buzzes. Okay. Because, hey, fun fact, I'm not only beautiful and draw beautifully, I am also a pretty good singer. When I put effort into it, usually I just fuck around for you guys. These kind of boobs make me laugh a lot. That's why I draw them. Gotta have a little sip because it's important to stay hydrated, don't you know? Oh, no wonder I like that. It's Pop Sky. I really gotta email them and ask them how I'm supposed to pronounce the band name. Is it Popsky or Pop Sky? I'm assuming it's Pop Sky because it's a Y. Why is it a Y? Oh, hi Coco! I just saw your message. Oh my god, seriously? Yeah, I saw your dead hands, Coco, and now I'm going to have to kill you because you're obviously turned into a zombie. I don't make the rules. You see, that's exactly what I'm trying to get into avoid. Don't want to get eaten. Now here's the fun part of this comic. You would think that this guy is coming up to me to tell me to stop singing entirely. But here's the thing. Like, I'm drawing people because, yes, there were people in the tent, but we weren't as close as I'm making it show because it was late in the evening and it's a rural city. So a lot of people were either pissed drunk or already gone back home by that time. So it was me and Mom. So at the volume I was singing, this guy couldn't actually hear me. Like, I was not annoying and I was not trying to drown out the band, and the band had amplifiers and speakers and stuff like that. Now you'll see soon enough why he got mad. Yeah. The problem was not my singing, the problem was gatekeeping. Nope. Looks like it's time for a little sip because my tab mate crashed again. Only takes a couple seconds to start it back. I think it's because it has trouble connecting to the Bluetooth, but that's more of a Mac issue. You know what? I'm gonna erase their mouse because it's not like everybody joined in and everybody clapped. I just sang louder. Because you know me, I gotta escalate. people feel the need to attack me, I'm gonna escalate. I don't care anymore. Though that's a little, tiny little bit hypocritical on my part, because I drew something super cute last night. Was inspired by Valentine's Day, but I don't want to post it because I don't want to trigger people to get mad at me. So it's on a case-by-case basis. Like, at least get mad at me for singing too loud, but that's the thing. I like to sing. And I was definitely not loud. At least not compared to the Homage band. The reason I'm drawing people so close is at least to try and pad the background a little bit. The ass hair. The ass-linked hair. Not a fan. I still associate it with a lot of trauma. So I'm very happy with my short hair. Is that making soup or something? I can smell garlic and onion from here. Oh, maybe he's making a roast. He was cutting meat this morning. Now that's gonna make me hungry. At least I'll eat something when I'm done here. Had a little chat with somebody on Twitter today. They're supposed to show me some older art. Super looking forward to that. Gotta find a little bit of joy in every day as much as possible. At least that's how I like to think about things. Because as we all know, couldn't do a lot of that in my childhood. That's why there is not a lot of bootleg cookies set in my childhood. The ones that are usually at home, away from the other kids. That's when I had some good times. And yeah, he has a mustache, but this is definitely not my dad. I mean, first of all, I know my dad's hair is thin, but it is not at that level at all. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, he's literally at a Canada Day party. It's not the time to start yelling at other people. But then again, along with the I'm incredibly stupid vibe, I send this vibe that tells people that they absolutely need to scream at me out of friggin' nowhere, so... I mean, I've been slapped across the face at 5 years old because I brought a chocolate muffin to school without knowing it was against the law. And the teacher asked me if I was going to eat it or not. So I decided to eat it. But the teacher thought that at 5 years old I had the capacity to be an absolute smartass, and she slapped me across the face. That's also the same teacher that decided to have a meltdown because I couldn't follow instructions. And by that, I mean, after like 20 exercises of coloring pieces of a character bright neon yellow, let me take a sip and I'll explain it in details. You gotta love me some purple drink. So, the exercise was, you had a character that was cut in pieces. Well, just with lines, it wasn't literally cut. And each piece had an alphabet letter on it. So every time you recognized the letter, you would color it bright neon yellow with your crayon. But like after 20 exercises like this, I was like getting really sick of bright neon yellow. So we had this snowman, I believe. No, Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty. And I decided to color his cheeks pink and his nose black. And she had a meltdown. She got mad at me because his nose was black. Therefore, I would not be able to remember that letter. For the record, the cheeks of Humpty Dumpty were the letter J, and his nose was the letter X. So, fuck you, okay? Okay. Keep in mind, I am 5 and or 6 at this point. I started the first grade at 5. But apparently, they decided I was a jackass. I mean, now I am. I'm doing it on purpose too, because honestly, I'm really sick of people accusing me of stuff I don't do. Like, if you gotta accuse me of something I did. Okay, please? Because apparently, when training to be a teacher in the 80s and 90s, you're either inherently supposed to hate kids, or you get special training to hate kids and assume that they all want to make your life miserable. That's how it worked at the time. Example, if the kid gets beaten up at school and only starts bruising the next day, It's important to blame the parents and call the child protection services on the parents. So like that, child protection services can ask the kid will tell the truth that she gets beaten up at school, and CPS can totally ignore it and try to take her away from her parents. Because that's the right thing to do, right? Of course, they never did anything about the actual bullying. Because they were convinced it was my mom that was beating me up. Because I had apparently said to another kid that was crying that it had been a while since I had a beating before bed. Or something like... no, something really close to that. Now, I don't remember that. However, I would assume if I had said that, it was not because my mom was beating me. It's because I got beaten up at school fairly regularly. Though I still think that getting child protection services after my mom was a deflecting move, so they wouldn't be suspected of letting kids beat me up, and some of the teachers, honestly. Oh, that's a good one. Gonna save, gonna sip, and then we're gonna ink. How about that, huh? Yeah, the dancing pose, da 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 da, and I'm gonna stop there before I get accused of trying to make money out of poor companies who can only buy a third Lamborghini this year. Oh, Amazon is asking me to review the epoxy clay that I bought. I didn't use it yet. Yeah, this is Rocktogeddon Boss Fight by Big Giant Circles on the album Octogeddon. Oops, that was too big. Oh, that is so neat. 11 chapters, wow. You're prolific. I drew one thing for Valentine last night and I don't want to post it because I don't want to get yelled at. Today is not the day to get yelled at. You're damn right you're a beast, Coco. Yeah, sure. I usually can't handle people yelling at me nowadays. I just really don't feel like it, and especially not about the subject of what I drew. It's legal. I'm just touchy about it. What I drew. For those wondering why I'm struggling so much with circles and stuff like that, I'm short. And in order for my feet to reach the ground, I have to keep the chair at the lowest setting, so my elbow kind of bumps on my desk. So it's hard to find a comfortable angle for drawing large arcs like these, as you kind of have to draw with your angle and or with your elbow and or shoulder with stuff like that. Get a stool. Yeah, but geez, Coco, I'm built all weird. I have a footstool. It's still not enough. What do you want? You want me to get up? Nope, I'm not getting up. I'm working. When Mom made me, she said, I'm gonna have a girl, so and she doesn't need legs, she just needs like 4 feet of torso, so I can put dresses on her. Who needs legs? Legs are for grommets. I'm just wiping down my screen again. I noticed that the middle of my screen is slightly scratched for reals. But that is not the end of the world, because it doesn't make the screen opaque. Like I said, at worst I scratched off the anti-glare. And I just got a refund from my spare nibs today because they never arrived. I ordered them back in November. A whole a whole $3 American. I'm laughing because I'm wiping down my screen with my right hand. That's where my watch is, and the movement of my arm wiping down my screen counted as me standing up. So you got the little bzz bzz. You did it! You can sit down for another hour. Speaking of orders, one last thing and I can complete the custom figure I'm working on. Looking forward to that. It's very fun, but when you don't have any local stores that has the stuff you need, it's very expensive and it's a lot of waiting. Because that's the thing, we do have art stores. Well, one of them is a bookstore with a couple art supplies, but they're all aimed at painters. And if you're lucky with the bookstore at Sculptors, because they do have some Fimo clay. So there's that at least. But the art store that has art supplies, it's all either oil paints or acrylic paints or specific kits like stained glass paints and DIY kits and stuff like that. Like there is no markers except Sharpies. The only sketch pads they have is like the super cheap, scratchy, and or newspaper pads. They don't have any name brands like Posca. Like they do have one name brand. They have Pebeo. That's the stuff I was talking about. The kits. They have Pebeo glass paint. They have Pebeo fabric paint. They have this and that, but they have nothing that I use regularly. And when they did, they stopped carrying it, and that was the Staedtler non-repro blue pencils. Like every time they stocked them, I would buy a bunch, and then they would just stop stocking them. But they don't stock Copics. They don't stock drawing pens. They barely stock drawing pencils. Like what they do have is, once again, the cheap kits that break easily. They do have Sharpies. You gotta give them that. They do have Sharpies, but then again, everybody and their uncle has Sharpies. But I don't work with Sharpies because, well, I simply can't work with Sharpies. Not with the kind of art I do. Sharpies are perfectly serviceable art supplies, sure, of course, but it's not what I need. Like, I need comic stock, I need canson, I need thick paper, I need alcohol markers, I need specific paints and inks that they don't have. They want us to shop local, but when I ask them to order stuff so I can actually buy it from the store, they just don't. Well, they say they do and then never will. Oh yeah, that was the bookstore. As the bookstore owner, if she could order some Copics, then she turned to me and said to my face that they didn't exist and I made them up. Let me say I have a very expensive imagination because now I got like almost $1,000 worth of Copics on my desk. Like easily at least minimum $900. Considering a 72 sets is usually 481. So yeah, borderline $1,000 worth of Copics. But they don't exist. I made them up. Because yeah, that's another thing. I lie. I lie a lot. So yeah, that's the tree vibes I give out to people here. I'm incredibly stupid. Like, room temperature IQ stupid. I need to be yelled at for me to understand something, and I lie a lot. And these same people will then turn around to me and tell me that they thought I had moved away, and how come I don't go out the house more often. Well, gee, I wonder why. Really, that mystery is complete. Well, maybe I don't want to hang out with people that think I have the IQ of a celery stick. No eating. I need to finish this strip first before you kill me and eat me. Gotta be on schedule even in the face of homicide. Oh, it's gonna be sweet. We barbecue with maple syrup a lot. Well, when I say we, I just mean Canadians in general. Us, we stick more to honey garlic, personally. Ooh, barbecue chicken. That's always good. Can't go wrong with barbecue chicken. Or the vector erase tool. God, I love this eraser. Makes my life so much easier. That's why I keep telling the students, when it comes to digital art, use all the tools you have. gonna save your wrist, your shoulder, your sanity. Yeah, but people say it's cheating. No, 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 no. Work smarter, not harder. Hi, Paul. Hey, you were probably busy being a superstar teacher and everything. I was busy complaining, you know, for a change. Also, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. As you can see from the little garland that I hung up at the top of the screen. Just writing another instance of somebody trying to ruin my day and failing miserably at it. Which is also why I'm not posting the super cute thing I drew last night, because I do not want my day ruined by somebody who does not like it. Sometimes I can be super personal about my art, and this is one of those times. Yeah, get this. Lily got a red alicorn plush, and I got a pair of socks. So guess who's spoiled here? Yeah, the older you get, the faster time passes. As soon as you're born, you start dying. So you might as well have a good time. And I'll stop there because copyright claim. Now I feel like singing the rest, but I can't. I'm gonna get yelled at. I mean, if even a guitarist, sorry, can't play his own goddamn music because he's gonna get his channel banned. Imagine if I tried to sing a little bit more of a cake song. use that if you don't pay us money. Wah. Trying to get blood from a stone is what you're doing, buddy. You know what this bit kind of sounds like? Take a melody, simple as can be. It kind of sounds like the beginning of that from Mother 1. And this is why I'm so fun at parties. Great, now I got that stuck in my head. Take a melody, simple as can be. Give it some words and sweet harmony. Now I gotta stop that there because I don't want to get DMCA'd by Nintendo because they're friggin' so happy. Oh, please enjoy our media. No, not like that. You have to do it specifically the way we tell you to, because that's how entertainment works. The sequel is better. Earthbound, which is actually Mother 2, is a much better game. Mother 1 had a good story, but it kind of had a really shitty gameplay. It was unbalanced. It was very hard because it was unbalanced. It's an RPG by Shigesato Itoi. There's 3 of them. Mother 1, Mother 2, Mother 3. Which I... it's only Mother 2, Earthbound, that got originally imported into the States. It's the only one we had for a long time. Mother 1 was released here only like a couple of years ago. On the Wii U console, I think. And it has like really simple graphics, but huge maps. Not a lot of color. The story itself is very quick. Earthbound is better. Earthbound is way better. And instead of being in a fantasy setting, is like 1950s America. And there's aliens. And zombies. And the happiest. And it has fuzzy pickles. Mutter 3 was originally meant for the Nintendo 64, and I actually have the magazine that shows screenshots of that, but it got cancelled, and then, I don't know, like 10-15 years later, they made it for the Game Boy Advance, and that one was not released in the States either. There's a fan translation. And that's about it. I think it's Starman.net that translated it. And they sent so many requests to Nintendo. Like petitions, reams and reams of petitions to have it translated over to English officially by Nintendo. And they keep saying no. There's always a lot of issues with importing the Mutter series because mostly it's a copyright thing. They use a lot of references to the Beatles, American music in general. Like, the Tonzura brothers are literally the Blues Brothers. They got translated to the Runaway 5. But it's mostly the Beatles and Elvis song references. Of course, it's different in Mutter 3, because it's a slightly more fantasy-ish setting. Even if it's a modern setting, it's more fantasy-ish, but the problem is entirely different with Mutter 3. Which is a shame, because I did get to play the translations, and the problematic characters are actually super fun. But they're still problematic. These are not as problematic as the villains in Gunpla. Oh boy, oh boy. Oof. That never made it to the States either, but I can understand. But it would be easy to just change the sprite. Because the problem with the enemies in Gunpla, because Gunpla is a very fun game too. It's also an RPG because, surprise, I love RPGs. And it's basically a Zelda but set in the far west, in a western setting. And it's very comical. But my problem with it is the enemies. You see, they're supposed to be aliens. Emphasis on supposed to. You know what they look like? Bunch of people in blackface. First humanish alien enemy you encounter is a cowboy with a black face and big red lips. So yeah. And then it keeps going on like that. Sure, the next ones may have a blue head, or a green head, or a red head, but it's still the same basic blackface look. So there's my issue. Like, why would you do that? Which is a shame, really, because it's unique. You don't see a lot of RPG set in old Wild West style. I'm trying to remember if it's Ruin Arms for the PlayStation that had a Wild West setting. I know I played an Arms game that was a Wild West setting. That I know. Well, it makes a nice change from medieval or space settings, like Star Ocean. I think, I never played it, but I think Xenogear is more science fiction. Oh yeah, Shining Force is good. I believe I have Shining Force 2 on my Genesis compilation for my PSP. I didn't have a Genesis, my brother had. But he didn't have a lot of RPGs for it. I do have a Game Gear, but I don't have a single RPG for it. I have Taz and Mars, or however it's called. Sonic 2. I think I have Vectorman for it. But the SNES RPGs, and I'm counting my ROMs, those I have a lot of. I have pretty much all of the really good ones for my SNES. I have sort of some, if you count the Zeldas, for my 64. I got a ton for my PlayStation 1, a couple for my PlayStation 2. A bunch on my PSP. Of course, my DS, Game Boys. Also got a lot of those too. Because that's the kind of shit I like. I have a ton of Mario games. I'm terrible at them. I think I beat like 3. I mean, as long as I have a way to protect myself against pits, I'm not that bad. Like, I've beaten Super Mario Odyssey in under a week because there's a lot less pits. Pits are my pitfalls. Pun fully intended. Hey, it's Valentine's Day. I'm gonna use as bright a pink as I want. I'm the boss. Oh, you should. They're fun. But there's no shame in not playing certain key games. The important thing is you play stuff that you like. Because of course there's always going to be some idiot. There's gonna go, you're not a real gamer if you don't play this or that or this or that. Have you played a game? Yes, you're a gamer. And that's how it works. Which falls well with the theme of today's trip. What with this idiot trying to gatekeep me from singing the Beatles. Alright, another sip and then we're going to clean up the text and we'll be done for today. Gonna wipe down my screen a little bit too while I'm at it. That's gonna give a break to my drawing hand real quick. Alright. You can tell it's well wiped when the slightly sticky feeling leaves. And it's all the nib making it sticky because my hand is protected. Wonder if I can get it to work. Not really, eh? Alright. Don't worry, I have an idea. trying stuff. I'm trying stuff. I'm trying. There we go. Got it. Winging it again. Just having fun with some templates. Tuck. Usually I draw them by hand, but I want to play with my templates too. I mean, I downloaded all of these, might as well use them a little bit. Now I do believe I should have, if I remember where I put them. Not these ones. know I got some more musical brushes. And they should be here normally. There they are. That's the ones. Yep, there they are. Just gonna put that way up here, so brush size. Can I change the... Hang on. Ink. Color jitter, nope. Amazing all the settings that they have just for brushes. So you mean to tell me I need to have this? Yeah. See, all this stuff I had to figure out on my own, so that's why I have no problem explaining it to other people later. Because when you want to draw, you want to draw. You don't want to spend your time on YouTube videos trying to figure out how you want to draw it. That one's my fault. There we go. Oh my god, how dare she, that monster. God forbid we let people enjoy what they like. No, everybody has to be absolutely miserable. do the exact same thing we do for any celebration. We drink. Well, except me, I don't drink. And I think the difference between celebrating Canada Day and celebrating Quebec Day, which is the St. John the Baptist. St. John the Baptist, you make a big bonfire. Canada Day, you have fireworks. I think the only real difference is whether the fire is on the ground or in the sky. Yeah, pretty much. There we go. And I believe we're done. It was almost 2 hours this time. Facebook probably had a heart attack by then. I don't know how the pixelization was this time. I know it pixelated a bit when we started. I didn't really look at that screen while I was working. Was too busy complaining and talking about how my childhood sucks. But, yeah, I do believe we're good for today. Oh yeah, and I do remember that for some reason, my play button now works with YouTube instead of pretzel.rocks. Let me check real quick. Okay, yeah. Now it works with pretzels. Don't know what was going on earlier. And we're done for today. As usual, extra special thanks to my patrons Amber B, blah blah blah. I swear my Kool-Aid is not alcoholic. Jeff B, Paul K, and Graham S, your continued support is immensely appreciated. I hope you guys had fun watching me draw. I know I had a lot of fun drawing this, even if it has somebody yelling at me. So, as usual, the next live stream is going to be next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I love you all.